Consumers used to only have to worry about their computers being hacked, but now they're adding multiple devices such as home appliances, automobiles, and more that sit behind the same firewall, making it an enormous risk if a hacker were to get access to simply one part of the network. Currently, IoT systems on the same network are secured by a central authority system. The problem with this is that once a hacker is through the main gate, they're able to access resources to any device connected to the network. The blockchain model revolutionizes network security by decentralizing the whole thing. This means every participant in the network has to verify the message or transaction before it is valid. With the blockchain system in place, each device has a complete set of data in the IoT network. So when someone is preparing to carry out an attack, it must be verified by every part of the network rather than having one centralized validator. The two figures on the right of this diagram represent what the current centralized system is like, and how the decentralized system will be connected. The figure in the middle shows the cloud and how all devices intersect in the center because that's where data is kept. The figure on the far right shows how the devices are interconnected through a decentralized blockchain and can send messages to each other. This is because they are independent in terms of having their own sets of data within each device. An example of this system is security cameras. By hacking the centralized server, one can gain access to all of the cameras on the network. Now, a network protected by blockchain would have been able to quarantine the attack in one of the devices before it could gain enough control of the network to take over. Protecting IoT networks with blockchain could pose its issues. The reality is that these devices may not be sophisticated enough and have the capacity to carry out transactions with this complexity. It could also become very costly to create a dumbed-down version of blockchain to be compatible with such simple devices. Instead of having to discard old devices because of their lack of capacity and sophistication, we can implement a simplified version of blockchain for current devices. This opportunity for IoT providers is so important because many studies show that the majority of people surveyed are reluctant to join the craze solely because of security issues. While it may not be the most complex version of blockchain at the moment, it is still better to get it in place now and make updates in the future rather than waiting on more powerful device to be released years down the road that will be able to handle such complex security integration. Creating decentralized security systems for devices would show the vast benefits that this solution could bring. It will increase consumer confidence in the security of the Internet of Things and ultimately spread this technology with astounding growth rates. Because of the current centralized cloud system, security for the Internet of Things is more compromisable with a central point of access. With the implementation of blockchain technology into devices of an IoT network, it will create an extremely complex security system that will be almost impenetrable because most people do not have the resources to be able to break into this. To grow the Internet of Things, there needs to be a better way of protecting consumer data, and blockchain is the solution.